Hello, my name is David Hesselmeyer. I'm the President and CEO of On Target Preparedness, an emergency service consulting firm. I'm also a firefighter paramedic with Bush Creek Fire Rescue, located about 30 miles southeast of Raleigh. I'm coming to you today to talk a little bit about FDIC coming in August. Man, I hate we had to miss 2020. I miss each and every one of you. I miss the experience. So I am so happy that we're going to be able to do this here in August. Um, I think it's going to be a great time. If you don't get to come, you're missing out. Hope you can come. But I also want to take a couple seconds and just tell you about the class that I'm honored that Chief Bobby Halton and his team asked me to come and present to you all. And that class is Grant Writing for Emergency Services. So you probably think a lot like me that we just don't get the funding that we need to properly run a firehouse. I don't know many fire departments and firefighters that would say we did. So grants are one of those ways that we can look into raising more money for needs and things that we want to do better with those projects. So what we are going to be looking at during my session is, first, we're going to learn about grants. I think so many times people jump into writing grants and they really don't think about how that we need to know more about it, build our foundation of knowledge so we can go forward and be more successful. So we're going to talk about, what we need to be looking for when we're building a proposal, or, what is a notice of funding opportunity and how does that make a difference to me writing this grant? So we really want to spend about a third of our time just really learning about grants themselves and how they work. The next part is we're going to talk about some of the common mistakes that grant writers do that limit their competitiveness. Unfortunately, you will never get to be 100% of writing grants. If you do, congratulations. I've never seen it done in my 23 years of dealing with grants. Myself, my company, as well as a lot of my friends and colleagues that write grants. What our goal needs to be is writing a very competitive grant. So that way we can have our best chance of being able to submit it, be able to have at least a decent opportunity to obtain the funding. So we'll talk about things just as simply as making sure that our spelling and grammar are good. One of my past college professors would always tell me, just because it's not wrong doesn't mean it was right. So we want to make sure that we're writing good for this proposal. And then the final piece, or the final third of our time together, will be based on us talking about tips and tools for the trade of writing grants. It's at this point that I'm going to just kind of divulge, what I've done and how it's helped me be successful. So that way that you can look at these tips and tricks, find what you think may work for you, and be able to roll with that and hopefully make you more successful with grants through that process. Of course, we hope to always have some time for questions because I love answering questions, because most of the time when you come to see a session like this, you have some experience or you have some interest in a certain piece of the puzzle, if you will. And so we'll have a little bit of time for that. I do want to say that I will be there for the whole entire conference. I'm very happy to be able to be there. And I hope you will attend my session. And feel free that if you see me, going through the vendor spaces or whatever, stop me, ask me questions then. You'll not bother me at all. This is just an amazing passion that I have for this kind of topic, and just want to see as many people succeed as possible. So don't be afraid to stop me and we can chat for a few minutes. So Again, I'm very excited. We're going to be able to get back together in August. I hope I get to see you in my session. Hope you'll gain some knowledge from it, so that way we can just work together as a team and just make ourselves as best we can in grants. Thank you, and hope to see you in August.